Uh, what up, YouTube? Digital. Okay, this definitely is the last time I do this. Done it. I've had to keep remaking it because there's just so much involved in this that it's hard to explain. ADHD is 3 parts. 3. You have the hyperactive. You have the combined, and then you have what was ADD before. If you're classified ADHD, it does not mean you're hyperactive. It does not mean it's a behavioral issue. It depends on which subset you are. And because of all these fucking retarded asshole doctors couldn't get it fucking right, they reclassified it this way, which I totally do not agree with. It pisses me the fuck off because people like me got fucked because I'm grouped into those and I'm not those. And it's not that I don't, feel bad for those guys because I do know people that do have it. It's real. It's not fucking fake. The easiest test to realize if it's real or not is like if they give them Ritalin and they fucking stop like a bug hitting a windshield, it's real. There ain't no question about it. Because if it's not real, Ritalin's in there to fix the chemistry that's fucked up. If it's not real, it will be methamphetamine for them. So that's a dead easy giveaway if it's real or not. Were there a lot of people misdiagnosed in the 90s? Yes. Is it that way now? No. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
Hey, can you bring me a can of olives and a can opener?
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh fuck, I forgot. Anywho, today ADD or ADHD is not going away. They're not shit canning it. They're not saying that it's a bunch of witch whatever or anything else. It's not going away.
California.
Yep, cool. And bring me kind of a big bowl so I can dump the juice in. It's not going away. It's not anything. They have gotten the test down good. If they can't figure it out pretty easy, they have MRIs to test the brain and everything else. But she doesn't have any of that. She has the attention deficit disorder, meaning she has lack of attention. Does that mean she's hyperactive? Hers is not the same. Cool. Thank you. Can I make a lunch?
Anything with that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna eat my olives raw. But anywho, it has like this. It has nothing to do with attention or anything. There is no behavioral problem at school. Her school's not asking for anything. Matter of fact, her school loves her. There is no behavioral problems there. They are pretty much okay with her going up a grade. And if we worked with her, there would be no problem with going up too. She does have a high IQ. And as soon as we get past a couple things, we are going to have her tested. The problem with going up a grade is we want to fix this before. Now, my wife and I, for 2 years, have been working on these issues. And we have tried different things back and forth, blah, 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 blah. None of it's worked. We have both taken the head of the issue. She be the boss, I be the boss, this, that, but nothing has worked. It cannot be As much as people think that they can, teach their way or whatever, modify the behavior or whatever, there are some things they can't, especially with kids with ADD. Everywhere we take her, everybody compliments on how good she acts, because she acts fine. She acts like a kid should act. She's not an introvert. She doesn't hide behind me or anything else. But it's like every time I go to the doctors, they ask me how she's doing, because they remember her. They remember how good she was there, and they talk about it. She's only been there a few times. I could not ask for a better child. I could not, if I was to pick the attributes, I could not pick a better child. But there's still an issue. And the issue, hers, is opposite of mine. She can read up to whatever she wants to read. I've seen her pick up a book made for junior high, and she was reading it. Fine. She only asked me like 5 or 6 words. And maybe I need to start doing more car videos again. I stopped because I cuss too much while I'm driving. But you'll hear her talk about books all the time, because she's reading in a car. She's always reading. This morning she asked me to go get the newspaper to read. Now, how many 8-year-olds do you know read newspapers? I was. Because I couldn't read books. But she can read. She likes reading so much, she'll read that too. She'll read anything. I can hand her an owner's manual up to a 1972 Chevy. She'll read that. She ain't give a fuck. The problem comes in with simple shit. Like, she loves school. She never wants to stay home. If she says she's sick and doesn't want to go to school, something's wrong. But it's pulling teeth to make sure that she put her uniform in the wash. She loves school. She would be all pissed off at herself if she did not go to school. But she can't go to school because she doesn't have her uniform. She'd be even more pissed off, even at herself. But it's pulling teeth to get her to put that uniform in a fucking wash. It's just stupid shit like that. And that's just her mind not doing it. And it's nothing that I'm going to sit there and do. It's nothing I can bribe her. She has lost $200. We did one experiment with her where we're going to give her $200 for her last year's report card in June. We said, you do your chores for 2 weeks, and they're minor. They're minor chores. They're nothing she can't handle. Very minor. You will get your $200 and we'll go do whatever. You want to buy a new bike? That's fine. And 2 days, gone. Even though those first 2 days I was threatening every fucking 2 seconds, gone. It's just something that she... her mind just will not let her do. She doesn't complain they're too hard. They're not too hard. You can hear the dishwasher. She took out the dishes and filled it up. And this morning she's doing okay. This afternoon, no. It'll be different. So, it's something that I see the struggle in her. I see her want to do it. But her mind changes it. And in a way, it kind of procrastinates her. I have the same problems. Even today, I still fight. One of the main issues with adult ADD is incessive, impulsive buying. Okay, come on, YouTube. Who's the impulsive buyer on YouTube? Procrastination's another huge one. But it's not procrastination from depression. It's procrastination because your mind has already done something else. Like, here's an example. This truck. This was my baby. Alright? This is the truck that got me in trouble with the cops. This is the truck that got me on the gang file, all that other bullshit. This truck got repoed in 96. I owed $500. That was in my pocket. It was in my fucking pocket. When they came to repo, which I could have stopped the repo because in California they have peaceful repo laws, meaning like if I'm sitting in it, they can't repo it. I'm sitting in it with money in hand. And you can't pay the tow truck driver, but the guy from the fire side was sitting in the passenger seat. He was right there. I could have paid him the $500, been done. My mind already made up the decision before I even had a chance for me to think about it out loud in my head. And I got out of the car, walked in the house, laughed, and watched it get towed away. Why? Don't know. My truck, my white truck, is sitting out there. I know how to change the motor. I've changed so many motors. I changed 5 of them in that truck alone. I know how to change them. No problem. I got all the tools. No fucking problem. I got all the fucking parts. Again, no problem. I got a brand new radiator sitting out there. I got a brand new fuel injection unit sitting out there. And from my videos a year ago before it broke down, everything in that engine compartment is brand fucking new. So replacing a motor would make that thing brand fucking new. It takes $750. I have $750. Here's another example. I have stuff, I'm not going to say what it is, sitting around me, all over, right around me, right now, that should be going on eBay. I don't use it. It's worth between $4,000 and $10,000. I don't need it. I don't have any attachment to it at all. I don't anything. Nothing. No reason. I got 600 boxes. Just like that box right there, up there. That white one. I can't turn this anymore because it'll dump this olive juice all over me. I had 600 of those sitting right there under a desk. I got my bubble wrap thing sitting right there. I got my tape gun sitting right there. I got my scale right there. No fucking reason not to. I got my templates already done for eBay. No reason not to. Still haven't done it. I'm just not there yet. The reason I do good at my job is changing. Like this. The reason why I beat everybody, even when I was doing the call center, is because every call was different. Boom, boom, boom. This is not something that I can just change. It has nothing to do with depression. I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed at all. I'm fucking happy. You know, I finally I'm able to control mine to the point where I got a job good enough to pay for my impulsive buying. And that helps regulate me. That's me. My wife, I'm pretty sure she suffers from it too. With her art. And one of these days I'll have to do a video about her art. She is fucking insane. I wish I had even a quarter of the talent she does. I cannot. She can draw, she can paint, she can take pictures. I bought her that DSLR sitting right here on my desk. For a while she was taking pictures of, she was doing weddings, and people were kind of giving her shit because she didn't have a DSLR, we couldn't afford it. But she was doing weddings, and by the time I helped her with a few of the programs, but after she was done, she was giving these people more than what they were getting from the best photographer in town, and hers were better. She had scholarships to that big old fucking fancy art institute in San Francisco. They wanted her to go. But I think she also does too. And it's not linked with depression. It's not, there is procrastination, but it's not procrastination. It looks like it. Some people are misdiagnosed with it, but it's not it. Now, back a couple of years ago, 4 or 5, something like that, I almost lost my job. I lost it because it was not, there were too many things going on in my life at that time. My wife and I split. This was before we moved here or anything else. Before I was even making videos. My wife and I split. I had Bella. I had her the whole time. I don't believe in, like a couple of her stupid friends wanted her, to take Bella and have me pay child support because I have a good paying job, and I'm like, fuck you. I'm not paying child support. I don't pay child support. I'm sorry. And it's not that I don't want to support my kid at all. That is not the problem. I will support my kid till the day I die. It has nothing to do with it. It's just if they need child support, that means they need to be with me. And thank God the courts are finally becoming smart enough to realize that the mother isn't always the default answer. And yeah, I had custody of her. We worked out our issues. Our issues weren't that, they were fucked up, but they weren't that bad. We lost a kid. We're losing a house, and there was a lot of shit going on during that time and stuff. And Isabella's thing was just starting to come out then. Before that, she was perfect. But about the same age as mine came out, hers came out. And every person's different. Some people it affects everything. Some people it doesn't. I have a couple statics, but then I have stuff that are random. I'm getting back into fixing amps again and doing electrical projects again. I had no reason not to before. The parts are sitting right there. It's just my brain did not want to do it anymore, and it stopped and it's going on to something else. And I jokingly talk about it in there, and the only way it's going to change is if they find the right combination of what is not right in my brain to do it. There is definitely a lack of something. What it is, don't know. They were close to finding it before, and I never had stimulants. They were using other drugs, and it was getting close, but then that psychologist had to leave. And my treatment ended when they labeled it a mental disorder, because you can't own guns in California and have a mental disorder. Fucking retarded. But I've been plagued this my whole life. I fought this my whole life. Do I want my truck to sit there? No. Is there any reason? No. My quad? No. No. It's just something I have to deal with. And it's easy for people to say something about it when they don't have it. But this is something that happens, and it's happening more, especially to people with higher IQs. I'm not trying to brag that, I have some fucking IQ or whatever else. But it is something that happens to people. It's like autism. Like I said before, it's more like autism because they might fail at everything except for 2 or 3 things. But those 2 or 3 things, they are just complete geniuses on. It's like that. And later on, I would not be shocked at all if they actually move ADD over to autism. I would not be shocked. Would it make me feel better if they did that? Yeah, actually it would. I think it would be a mild functioning form of autism. But I need to deal with this with her. I'm not just taking her to a shop to get Ritalin and then walk away. She's not getting Ritalin. But it's very clear that she has it. I tried to deny it for a while, but I can't deny it anymore. And I don't want her to live like I had, dealing with it. What really saved me was the internet. Was the changeability of the internet. That's what saved me. My main thing in life is that screen right there. That's why I can do good at work at home and all that other bullshit. I can work on cars, I can work on fucking, home theaters, I can do all that shit. Nothing wrong with it. But I only truly excel beyond everything else working behind a keyboard. And since I have, that's where I make my money. Again, it's hard for people to understand who don't have it. And, I hope more people will realize that their child could have something like it rather than just referring to them like my mom did for my life, and I don't even want to get into that fucking cunt. But anywho, this is an update, and no, I'm not out there just gonna go get her Ritalin. If that was the case, I'd just go do it myself and just take it myself. But it's not the case. It has nothing like that. I don't want her to go through what I went through. And I'm happy. I am fucking enthralled that she doesn't have it the way that I have it. That it's not affecting her school and stuff like that. But I know better, and I know regardless of what it is today, what it will be when she's 18 and she needs to live on her own and all that other bullshit is a different story. That's why I need to fix this. So, she just ramble. We've talked about this a lot with her. And we're laughing at it because when they're doing the ones for the adult and stuff like that, it's me. It's me. So, anywho, peace.